Hi, hello students, how are you today? Are you okay? Okay, oh, I am okay. I hope you are okay. This is a new video for you for math subject, so we can continue with our content today. As you know, we are learning about fractions, and today we're gonna keep learning about this. We have two new topics for today. And as always, I'm gonna use my notebook so you can follow my explanations with your book. Okay, I want you to open your book by the page number 73, please. 73. And we're gonna talk about dividing fractions by fractions. Okay, today we start using brackets to solve operation, and also in the second topic with mixed operation. But now, for now, I want you to open your book, page number 73, and you will see here, you will see the first topic of today. That is, I'm gonna write here, dividing fractions by fractions. Okay, that's it. Fractions by fractions. We are going to go straight for the first example. I'm going to explain you using a real exercise, and the exercise is exercise number 1. Okay, page number 73. Page number 73, and exercise number 1. Okay, so you can follow there. This exercise is dividing two fractions, as you see here, fractions by fractions. So the first fraction is 1/3, and is dividing a second fraction that is 4/5. Okay, the key for solving this kind of divisions is the X method. I'm gonna explain to you. Okay, the X method. Why we call it the X method? Because we are going to use this method. Okay, we are going to write the line of the fraction, and then we are going to multiply from the first fraction the numerator, and from the second fraction the denominator. Okay, this one multiplied by this one, and then we are gonna write the answer right here. Okay, so 1 multiplied by 5, and here in denominator we are gonna multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction, and then we're gonna write here in denominator for the answer. Okay, as you see here we have an X, and here we have another X. Okay, so this is why we call it the X method. So what is the result? The result is 1 multiplied by 5 equals 5, and 3 multiplied by 4 equals 12. Okay, if we can, we need to multiply. Okay, we can try to divide these two numbers by the same number, okay, to get a easier or simpler fraction, but this is not the case. Okay, in this case 5 and 12 are not divisible by any number, so the final answer is just this, 5/12. Okay, so this is the method, X method. To divide two fractions, we need to multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction and write as numerator of the answer. Then we multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction and we write as denominator of the answer. Okay, so let's see more examples. What happens when we have a whole number involved? Okay, for example, let's look at the page number 74. Never mind. Let's continue. In this exercise, we have a whole number like this, 2, divided by a fraction that is 1/5. Okay, this is not a fraction divided by a fraction, but the method is quite similar. Okay, we are going to multiply in X method. Okay, 2, as we know, we can multiply by 5 and write it here, and then number 1 is gonna be the denominator. Okay, number 1 comes here to the denominator. Okay, so here we have 2 multiplied by 5, which equals 2 multiplied by 5 is 10 and over 1. Okay, the denominator stays the same. Actually, we know that when we have a number 1 as denominator, the numerator is actually a whole number. Okay, so 10/1 equals 10. This is the final answer. Okay, this is how to do it if we have a whole number dividing a fraction. Next, we have another example in the page number 74 and exercise number number 3. Okay, number 3. This example is different because we have a fraction first, 3 over 4 divided by 5. In this case, as you see here, the whole number is first and here the whole number is after, so it's not the same method as you already know. In this case, what should we do? So we need to write first the reciprocal fraction of 5. Okay, reciprocal fraction of 5, that is 1/5. Okay, recycle. So and we change the division into multiplication. This is the two changes we have to do. So the operation would be like this: 3/4 multiplied, okay, the reciprocal fraction of 5 is 1/5, because the reciprocal fraction of a whole number is always this whole number as denominator and number 1 as numerator. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 1/4. 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 5. Okay, that's it. And now we know how to multiply. Okay, we just need to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. 3 multiplied by 1 equals 3, and 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20. Okay, we can try to simplify the fraction, but there's no any number that we can divide and get a simpler fraction than this. So basically this is the final answer. Okay, 3 over 20. Okay, so now you know how to divide fractions by fractions and by whole numbers in all the scenarios that you can find. So now we are going to move on. Okay, now we have in our book, we have some word problems, but we're going to skip, because after, at the end of the unit we have more word problems, so we will make that once. And now we are going to continue, and we are going to open our book in the page number 79. Okay, page, well, first let's write the topic. Okay, this topic is mixed fractions. Okay, and we have addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Well, I'm gonna write by myself. Okay, addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Okay, what happens when we have mixed operations in fractions? For example, one addition and one subtraction, or one multiplication, one addition. Let's check. I'm gonna give you some examples. For example, page number 79, exercise number 1. So in this exercise we have two operations together. The first one is opening brackets 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4, and outside the brackets we have another operation that is multiplying by 2. So as you see here, we have two operations, multiply and addition. We need to do this first because it's inside the brackets. Okay, and this is gonna be the second operation. So let's go. First this operation, and after this operation. So with the blue we're going to start with this operation, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Okay, so basically we need to find first the same denominator. Okay, here we don't have the same denominator, you see, 2 and 4. So how to make these two fractions become in a same denominator fraction? So we need to multiply or divide some of these fractions to become the same number than the other. In this case we are going to multiply 1 over 2 by, what do you think? What number should we multiply 2 to get 4? By 2, right? That's it. And then here is the addition. 1 multiplied by 2 equals 2, and 2 multiplied by 2 equals 4. Okay, here it is. So now we can continue. Plus 1 over 4. And how much it is? Denominator stays the same. Okay, number 4. And we have this addition, 2 plus 1, that equals 3. Okay, so we know that this operation inside the brackets equals 3 over 4. Okay, now let's going to multiply by 2. Okay, next operation is multiply 3 over 4 by 2. How to do that? So easy. We write 3 multiplied by 2 and over 4. Okay, 3 multiplied by 2 equals 6 over 4. Okay, this number we can divide to simplify by 2. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3, 4 divided by 2 equals 2. This is the final answer. Okay, the final answer is 3 divided by 2, or 3 over 2. That's it. Perfect. Let's make one more example, please. One more example. For example, page number page number 74, exercise number 3. Okay, there we go. Here in the exercise number 3 we have an open brackets, and we have 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4, and outside we have a multiplication again. Okay, so same than before. First we're gonna make this the subtraction, and then we are gonna multiply. First of all, let's go with blue color, the subtraction. 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4. As you know, the same problem than before. Okay, we don't have the same denominator as you see here, so we are gonna convert this fraction in a fraction with the same denominator than this. How to do that? Same than before. 1 over 2 multiplying by 2, and then minus 1 over 4. 1 multiplied by 2 equals 2. Okay, 2 multiplied by 2 equals 4. Okay, here you have minus 1 over 4. So let's continue. Now how to make this subtraction? So basically denominator stays the same, and here is the subtraction. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Okay, so we know that this subtraction equals 1 over 4, and now we are going to multiply by 2. Okay, so let's go. Second part of this operation, 1 over 4 multiplied by 2. Sorry, actually it's not 2, it's 4. I just checked it. Okay, it's a 4. Okay, it's a 4. Forgive me, for this mistake. Okay. Is 4. So how to multiply a fraction by a whole number? So as you know, we need to multiply 1 by 4 and denominator stays the same, which equals 4 multiplied by 1, 4 over 4. As you know, when we have the same numerator and the denominator, we can say that this fraction actually equals 1. Okay, equals 1. Any fraction that has the same numerator and denominator equals 1. So the answer is 1. Perfect. So these are examples I wanted to give you. Okay, we have learned how to do divisions between fractions and whole numbers also, and we have learned how to solve mixed fraction operations. Here we have creating, addition, subtractions, and multiplications. So this is all for this class. I hope you could learn something with me. And now, as always, remember you have homework. Okay, page number 74 and page number 79. Okay, 74 and 79 is homework for you. I hope you can do it by yourself. I will be happy if you can. I will be proud of you. So have a good week. Thank you for listening and watching this video, and that's all for this class. Bye bye.